I've been building an off-grid cabin for 3 years. It was a little old shed that I bought and renovated, and it's finished. Some of you have been watching me since 3 years, or maybe you're new to this channel. Today we're going to go and take a look at the finished cabin, make a little tour of the inside of the cabin, the outside, the land, and my outdoor kitchen. And yeah, it's a beautiful day, so I look forward to sharing it with you. Just to say, that's not my dog, that's Tarzan. He's a sheepdog, and there's a field with sheep in front of the cabin, and whenever I come, he comes to say hello. He's a very happy boy. He's a very big boy. This is my dog, this is Lexi. So this front room of the cabin is the main living space. There's another room behind me which is the bedroom, and in here, well, this is just a nice place for lounging, and if I have someone over to stay the night, then this converts into a bed. There's the kitchen area with a sink and a gas hob, just make a coffee in the morning, or in the winter if you're here cooking inside as well. But I have got an outdoor kitchen which I'm going to show you in a bit, and that is really where we spend most of our time cooking and entertaining in the summer. My last video was about installing this log burner. It's working really well. I'm not going to light it today because it's already plenty warm in here. The way that the cabin is oriented south, between May and September, honestly, it warms itself really nicely anyway, but obviously in the winter months this is great. And sometimes if it's rained for a few days and it gets a bit humid, it's also great for drying it out. And you can put a pan on top of this as well if you want to cook. And when I built the inside, I really wanted to keep everything really neutral inside. The walls white. I didn't want to go for a classic wood cabin or even a ply cabin. I just feel like it's a really small space. So this front room is around 10 square metres and the back room is about 15 square metres. In total, the cabin's about 250 square foot. I didn't want to overcharge it with wood panelling on the walls. Also with the furnishings, it's very minimal, but I wanted to create a space that's really, really calm, and that when I come here, I just feel I can relax. And that the whole time when you're here, you're just concentrating on what's happening outside. That's the point of the style of the interior that I've chosen for this space. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It feels cosy and warm, particularly with the fireplace on in the evening, but it doesn't feel too, I don't know, not too busy. This terrace is great. I added this on the front of the original building to make the living space feel a bit more spacious. And I thought I would use it a lot. In reality, I tend to just pop out here at night time if I want to look at the stars, or I use this deck area for doing yoga because it's really nice and flat and off the ground, so it's really comfortable for doing yoga. So this is the bedroom space, and on this side there is a small composting loo. So the composting loo inside, I generally just use it at night, and in the daytime I have an outhouse which is just behind the cabin. Just here is a shower and a sink. And on the other side, storage. It's a nice place to sleep because this back part of the cabin is a bit more shaded in the day, so it stays cool, and you've just got an amazing view outside. For hot water inside the cabin, I have a propane water heater that vents to the back wall of the cabin, and that gives me hot water for my 2 sinks and the shower. So the cabin has got a mains water supply. There's a road that runs behind that connects a couple of villages, and so I've managed to get a mains water connection, which is great. But it doesn't have any electricity. So I have got 2 solar panels down on the most southerly exposed part of the land, and inside the cabin I have a 2 kilowatt battery. It's an EcoFlow battery, so my solar panels just plug straight into that. It's just enough to run a small fridge, some lights, charge your laptop, charge your phone, those sorts of things. So this is the outdoor kitchen. I spend more time here than anywhere else at the cabin. It's a really nice place to spend time with friends. In the evening we have blinds, I can close the walls down a bit, make it warmer, and we have a log burner in the corner so we can heat it a bit as well. It just prolongs the usage of this space. We don't have a big problem with insects here, but the summers here are fairly cool. If you want to use the space in May and September, then you need to heat it a bit. I absolutely love being in this space, and if you're thinking about buying a little off-grid hideaway like this is, not my main home, and it's a place that I come to from time to time, I think in hindsight, if you just had a piece of land with a small kind of covered pergola, you could create something like this, and it would give you almost as much pleasure as having an entire cabin, because it is a really delightful space, natural light coming in, the trees, all the greenery around. It really gives you that nature boost that so many of us are looking for. So yeah, it's really my favourite place in the cabin. Despite all the energy, hard work and money that I poured into the main building, I like this. I like this bit even more. So that just tells you everything you need to know. You don't need to put a lot of money in to make a place that feels special and inviting, and that you can really be creative and yeah, make a special place just for you. This little A-frame is just for garden storage right now, but this is a future project. I'm going to demolish it and probably put a square building in its place, which will most likely be used for music. I play the accordion, my partner is a DJ, and have an area where we can make music. That would be great. So that's the future of this little corner. It's really cute as it is, but it's really a mouse hole. It's also a building that is registered on our official plans, which means that we can renovate it and make it into something much more enjoyable and useful for the site. So this is possibly a project for this summer. So just to give you an idea on the land, about a third of it's forest. There's 7,000 square metres in total, and most of it's sloping southwards towards a really beautiful view. Down the hill is a farmer that has sheep that are here 3-4 months of the year. So this bit of the land is used as a petanque, which is like a bowling zone, and I have to cover it with a big tarp because otherwise the grass just grows so quick and it becomes a massive headache. So I've uncovered it to show you, but normally this is covered with a big plastic top. But it's a nice place to come in the evening. We can make a little campfire here as it gets really good morning sun, and the view from here is absolutely lovely. I really hope you enjoyed the tour. This YouTube channel has been covering the journey of the cabin right from its very modest beginnings all the way through till today, and the channel is going to continue. I would love to hear from you if you have any questions about the build. It's a build that I did part-time over 3 years. Most of the work I did myself. I had some help with the roof, and my friend Joe helped me with some of the structural planning and some of the heavier duty work that I couldn't do alone. I've learned absolutely loads. I highly recommend considering building a cabin. Even if you have no DIY experience, you really can make something great out of not very much. So yeah, if you have any questions about the cabin, about the build, about the area, please put them in the comments. I'm probably going to make the next video as a start to finish build video, so you can see all the steps along the way in kind of a quick conversion. But within the channel right now, there's already a video for every single step of the way, including the solar install. For example, summer kitchen build, start to finish, it's all there for you, and I really hope that is a useful resource. I'm also thinking of making a video about how much the cabin cost to buy and renovate, possibly some information about buying off-grid land in France. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, please do consider subscribing. For all of you that have been watching me for all of this time, thank you so much for all of the love and support and encouragement that I've had from you. It really has kept me on the track towards getting to this stage. I've taken a bit of time out from video making just to really enjoy being here and to kind of come to the next phase of my life. This whole project's really inspired me to move forward in a new creative way for my own future. So there's loads more to come from Katie Builds, and I am going to sit here in the sun and enjoy my little cabin. Cheers.